All right. So, me and my wife are going to start tracking and kind of doing a just video series on our workout and fitness progress. If you want to go along with it, it's pretty safe, pretty fun program, I'd say. It's really rewarding. A little bit of where it's at. She is 3 months postpartum, and we want to get her in a good space. We want to be fit parents. It's really important for us. So I'm going to give you updates on kind of like daily stuff what we do. We work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. What it consists of is Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a 1 mile run followed up by 3 sets, 3 sets of 10 for deadlifts. Right now I'm at 155. You don't want to go too heavy. You kind of want to be right around 40% at most, just because you're trying not to burn yourself out with all the running and stuff. Trying to make up the volume, and we do that after a run. You're tired. You're not going to be lifting as much. It's just to engage the central nervous system, high load lift, and plus we don't have a lot of equipment here. Everything is pretty much a home gym. So we have kettlebells, Ohio bar, and some bumper plates. Pretty much that's it. I also have a dip bar, a couple of those soft workout pads and stuff like that. Small bits of workout equipment here and there. Nothing crazy, but we keep it pretty simple because we try to keep all the workout within an hour time frame, as long as we can really have anyone babysit him to really work for our workout if we need to, so that we stay in that range. Myself, I have a lot of experience exercising with purpose, say around 14 years now, off and on different things, from college football to long distance running. I've done a lot of it. So let's see. I'd say I have a lot of benchmarks where I want to be. Same thing for her. She's just kind of building herself up. And personally for me, before our son was born, I was probably the worst shape I've been in ever. And I'm also one of the heaviest I've ever been. So trying to work that down. And just kind of have fun with it. Just track it. I don't see a lot of people go over what it's like, the day-to-day process of getting in shape and working out. And it's a lot of look at me, and I don't want any of that. I just want to kind of give people real expectations on the journey itself. It's not supposed to be a compete for a show, compete for anything in particular. This is what it's like, and especially as a new parent, most things are unpredictable. So tracking of calories and what I'm getting in. I'm not, truthfully, my job is a mobile service provider, so I really don't have a great system for food throughout the day. So I'm not going to say eat like me, because it doesn't work. But daily with the workouts, I will give you an update on, say, sleep, the plan for the day, if there's any changes, cutbacks, like, oh, we don't feel great today, so we're going to cut back. Mostly because injuries are the biggest killer of prolonged health and fitness. So if you want to have a long fitness journey, the best way to do it is just not to get injured. And to do that is just listen to your body, be smart about your training. You're not sitting here and go, oh, this one more set is going to completely change my physique. No, it's the 2 weeks, month, or many months that you lose because of an injury. So just going to avoid those best as possible. And especially because we're running and lifting weights, it has to be balance here. Supplement wise, pretty simple. I take creatine and liquid IV in a 32-ounce bottle every day. about 5 grams. Probably get up it to 10 if I need to, if I really start pushing everything more. But because I do physical labor throughout the day, you kind of burn through those creatine supplies. So make sure you stay fresh on those. If you hit a wall, a lot of times that's what it is if you're very active. So stay on top of that. Also, I take a vitamin D supplement with magnesium and K2. That's pretty much all I take. Don't have specific need for anything more. Wife is still on a prenatal just to make sure she's, healthy mother, important stuff. But if you have questions on anything throughout this, I have a lot of experience and I'm able to hopefully translate all of this to people. Now, if you wanted to follow along and you want to start this, start a different spot. Start in a space that works for you and it's easy. Now, personally, right now, I've been doing about a mile 5 days a week for 4 months. And I've been back on weights for about a month now. So that's just a realistic area. Now, the wife is only a month of weights and running, so she started pretty much right into it. So we are going very slow with this process. She is right now at 65 pounds for deadlifts. I'm at 155. We do that for 3 sets of 10. We follow that up with Australian pull-ups. Whatever you feel good with for the day. You're not just trying to kill yourself, because especially if you're starting out Monday and you're feeling dead from just past week, didn't get enough rest. Then we kind of go with, for me, I usually do 15 reps for 3 sets. And then same thing with push-ups. That's pretty much all we do. Say we have friends over who work out with us, we'll add farmer carries, especially for some of our friends. They don't know how to deadlift, and so we try to just encourage core activation and teach the motions as well. Nothing too heavy, just learn the motions. When it comes to this kind of training, the fundamental purpose is to be tired before you start really doing any lifting, weights, or too much muscle activation. It helps kind of prevent injury in the long term, in my opinion. It helps with just general conditioning and engaging muscles that you normally don't engage when you're just have a lot of energy. So especially like push-ups, you can probably do a ton of push-ups, but then you get tired, it goes down. You get that, and you get more activation, more recruitment that I've found, at least for myself and a lot of people I've trained, I've had great results with that. So we're just applying it to our whole workout. Now we're not going, like I said, not going heavy deadlift. The runs generally aren't hard. Now today, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do 2.5 miles, and that's something that my wife doesn't do. She still does a mile. Still working on it. Take your time. 3 months is after 3 months of running at a pretty steady distance, then I say start to add distance, because it takes about 3 months to really adapt to running properly, and especially doing it 3 to 5 times a week. So if you have questions about running or questions about weightlifting, just leave a comment and I'll kind of go over everything, and I'll answer more questions throughout and over time as well. So thank you, and I'm going to get here to a run in a little bit, and I'll give you a video on that as well.